You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. The Trump campaign, they have now filed this partial recount in Wisconsin, specifically targeting 2 counties where black people make up 75% of all the people in the state. This is not even an accident. This is them saying we believe that black people are involved in voter fraud and we want to stop this. That's what this is. These are white racists in the Republican Party who are targeting black people, period.
You're absolutely right. There's only one way to look at it. And even if the Republicans say this is race neutral, this is where the Democratic votes are, it's got nothing to do with black people, the disparate impact is on black people, which is just as bad under the courts and other court cases. But there's something else. Even after the election, the Republicans are engaged in voter suppression. Think about it. That now that the votes have been counted, you can only look at votes cast, votes counted, and whether they were registered. Unless you have widespread fraud in one of those 3 areas, you're not going to win in court. And remember, the fourth component of that is it going to make a difference in the outcome? Wisconsin is really interesting because under Wisconsin law, if it's on the outside of the envelope or the mail-in and there are discrepancies or there are mistakes or you can't read it, that if you use reliable government information, that you can count that, you could open it up and count that vote, right? The Republicans have paid $3 million to challenge that process and say it's illegal and corrupt, even though it's the law of the state of Wisconsin. And so, again, that challenge and that $3 million is a complete waste. But his enablers are not prepared to walk away yet because of those 2 Senate seats in Georgia. I'm sure we're going to talk about that a little later.
These folks are beyond despicable, Robert. They're showing their true colors. And you know who's real quiet, Robert? All them black MAGA people. I ain't heard jack from Angie Stanton. I ain't heard jack from Paris Denard. Nothing from Bruce Lavelle. Nothing from Lil Wayne. All Candace Owens. All the black people. Brandon Tatum. I ain't heard of Senator Tim Scott. Nothing. Burgess Owens, Republican who just won out there in Utah, not a damn word, nothing.
They told me they've been trying to reach you, Roland.
Nothing, Robert.
Well, Bruce sends his regards. I talked to him earlier, but
first of all, no, he don't. You know damn well Bruce don't send his regards to me because he's scared to bring his ass to this show because he know what's going to happen. But they're quiet. This is a direct attack on black voters, and they are quiet.
Well, I think this is Republicans showing their true colors, that when it was time to do the dog and pony show, do crowd surfing in the audience, do the diamond and silk type show, they're fine. They'll bring their black friends out. But when it's time to actually count the votes, when it gets down to the nitty gritty, they know where their bread is buttered. They know that suppressing the black vote is the best way to win. We don't have to guess about this. The Speaker of the House in Georgia, David Ralston, said that if Democrats we do mail-in voting and allow people to vote, then Republicans will never win another election. Ted Cruz in Texas said that if you allow people to fully vote, they won't be able to win the state anymore. Donald Trump said that if you have this level of voting, Republicans will never win another election again. They are losing the demographic battle in America. David Duke has been talking about this for 25 years. Beyond that, they're losing the ideological battle because if you poll people, if you look at the public opinion polling, public opinion is firmly on the side of raising taxes on billionaires, on Medicare for all, for environmental policies that preserve our environment for future generations. So we know what the American people care for. We know what the manifest weight of public opinion is. They are trying to win by working the refs. This is exactly what we see in failed dictatorships where they try to hold on to power despite not having the mandate of the people or the consent of the governed, as de Tocqueville would say. So what we have to do is ensure that in all these states, we know they're not going to win. It will take if Donald Trump found a magical causeway to win, then we need a convention of the states to redraw our constitution because the system is too broken to go forward if that's possible. If you can win Alaska, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and then another state, all while losing 7 million in the popular vote, then I don't think we can go forward as a republic. But what we have to understand is this is the Cassia Belli, this is the raison d'etre that we need in order to have a new voting rights set, to empower Section 4 and Section 5, to have state-level voting protections put in place to modernize our voting system so that every single election we're not depending on recounts and recounts after the recounts and audits to know who the true winner is. This is that zeitgeist moment, that iconoclastic moment in American society and history where we have an opportunity to really change the future for the remainder of this century, and we have to grab that bull by the horns and do it.
Look, the reason I keep calling these folks out, Lauren, because they don't give a damn about black people. Donald Trump, their little fake platinum plan, that aluminum foil plan, don't give a damn about black people. We're real clear. And this is evidence. This is direct targeting of black people, black voters.
Yeah, it's a joke. They're trying to win by just straight up brazen thuggery now because that's all they've got. They've got to cheat to win. They keep losing the popular vote. The Republican Party just keeps losing the popular vote over and over again. There's a push on, of course, to decide the election, the national election by popular vote and not electoral college. That happens, it's really over. But watching them lose Georgia, and then, of course, they had to sit back and understand the fact that what won it for Biden was black people. Everybody knows that, right? It was Detroit, it was Milwaukee, it was Atlanta. The fact that Biden won by a margin 13 times greater in Michigan than Trump did against Hillary doesn't seem to faze anybody. The idea that they were going to somehow flip, 1 million votes or 800,000 votes, that somehow was going to happen is just complete fantasy world. It's not surprising, given that Giuliani is behind this. It's the same Rudy Giuliani that racially profiled over 1 million black people in New York when he was mayor. And then Mike Bloomberg came in and did the same thing. This is what they do. They invalidate black people. They act as if black people don't matter. Somehow those votes are not valid, or somehow those votes are not as important as everybody else's. This is a game that they play. They'll continue to play it. They'll continue to lose it, and which was proven, of course, by Georgia. And that's the thing that should really scare them. And, I think they're going to be scared again in January because that they can't. They've got to change what they're ideologically doing, and the Republican Party refuses to do that. They just keep doing the same thing. So they've dug their heels in now, and now it's just brazen thuggery, just cheating. That's what it is. And I guess they expected people to sit there. I guess Bill Hartman and Monica Palmer expected everybody not to say anything. Are they kidding? But the Reverend was right. Until this is certified on the floor of the House, everybody's got to remain very vigilant because the Republican Party, as we know it right now, is getting increasingly desperate and really they're just sort of not really a political party anymore. It's sort of just a group of people who just does whatever Donald Trump says, and that's it.
Folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one. Seat.com, founded by Mary Spio, a sister, have these amazing VR headsets. Allows for you to watch their content, the virtual reality content, right here on the headset. You simply pop your phone right into here, close it up, and then you will put yourself in the room watching their VR content on Seek.com, or, of course, content that is on other platforms. And so you can check that out. They also have these are 4D 360-degree headphones right here with tremendous bass that really distributes the sound all across your head. It's great. You can attach a headset to it, so you can actually use it for gaming and playing with free hands. It's Bluetooth as well. So all of these, get one of these items Or you can subscribe to the content at Seek.com by going to Seek.com using this promo code. It's RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020. These, of course, could be some great headphones coming up for birthdays, Christmas, you name it. And so if you want to do that, just go use the promo code right here, RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020, by going to Seek.com. And we certainly appreciate them being a partner here with Roland Martin Unfiltered.